Hey, my Royal family. What's up, everybody? Hopped on here for two reasons. One, I'm in the car. It's 11:43 p.m. So I'm being sneaky about something, but I'm going to get to that in a second. And two, I got something to talk about. But let me first thank everyone who has taken the time to stop by our YouTube platform. So many people who are watching. So many people give me so much great feedback. And as I stated many times before, the purpose of this channel is to help others. Like, you get raw and wild content. Most of the time, no edits. And it's straight from the heart. And just trying to help other people. But right now, I'm currently in the car at 11:43 p.m. I drove right on the side of my house because I'm being sneaky, and being sneaky not good. So if I'm being sneaky, you know what I'm being sneaky about. But I want to just thank everybody for watching and ask if you find this video informative, helpful, or you felt like, wow, that was powerful. Like, comment, subscribe, share, and turn your notifications on, because every time I feel something in my heart, I'm gonna just post it. This is not to be messy. This is not to put nobody in my business. I am an open book to most things, and each one teach one. So whatever I get through, I want to help somebody else. And a lot of things, people scared to talk about it, but I don't mind talking. So yeah. Well, I start with the easy thing first. Don't mind me if y'all see my lips getting white, because I'm being sneaky again. So I bought this. And for the first video, well, the last video I did, which was 7 days ago, I said I wasn't going to eat it no more. But here we are. And I got this on Monday. Yes, because my daughter's graduation was Tuesday. I believe somebody commented on my first cornstarch video and said that it may be a coping mechanism. I'm starting to believe you a little bit, because I went 7 days after the last video without eating it, and then Monday was the day before my daughter's graduation. I snuck off at 11 o'clock at night and went and bought this and just tore it up. See how much is left. It is now Thursday, about to be Friday. So yeah, but I'm here to talk to y'all about something important, and I guess I'm gonna just finish this off and hope that this will be the last one. But so my daughter's graduation was on Tuesday. Today is Thursday, so it was 2 days ago. I've been wanting to come and talk to you guys about, something. Not to put you in a business, but to hopefully help somebody else out there. And I decided to talk about it and eat my cornstarch at the same time, because after my daughter's graduation Tuesday, June the 14th, I came home, and the first thing I did was eat this cornstarch. So I realized that one of my subscribers who commented and said that it may be a coping mechanism may have been telling the truth, because I went 7 days without it. Didn't really have a taste for it, but I felt the need for it, if that makes sense. So I got it the night before our graduation, which was Monday night, and then only had a little bit. But then come Tuesday, the night of her graduation, we went out to eat, we got back really late, and I went to work on the cornstarch so bad that I hid it in my bedroom in a craziest spot. I'll tell you about that later. And then I just kept waking up eating it. Like I said, I had this on Monday, and this is where it's at. So my daughter graduated on Tuesday, and 8th grade graduation, that's a big milestone. I was super excited. It was just, I was proud. It was a celebration. But the celebration turned into a sad moment for my daughter. So I don't know how I'm going to do both of y'all. Because I want to talk to y'all, but I want you to too. So the celebration was kind of ruined for my daughter because, one, on May the 30th, she texted her dad to ask her dad, will he be able to come to her graduation? So she said, I'm going to pull up the receipts because I just don't want anybody to think, I'm being messy or nothing like that, but I just need some understanding. She needs some closure. I just want to know why and how people live and do the things that they do. So I'm going to just show and prove. So on May the 30th at 5:52 p.m. it says, let me just bleep the picture out. I want you guys to see this. It says, can you come to my graduation on the 14th for sure? I only have 2 tickets. The dad respond, yes, when is it? Where? You have to send the location. I'll be there, baby. What time? So right away my daughter sent the location and everything, and you know, she proceeded to give him the information. So she said 6 o'clock. He said okay. She said, you gonna come? Why wouldn't I come? She said okay. So on June the 1st, he said good morning, baby. They had a little small talk, whatever. So then on June 7th, he texts sweetheart, and I text back, she don't have a phone. He let me know he was trying to get the ticket, and I said okay. She get home at 3:20. This all on June the 8th now. So next thing you know, he said okay, can I just meet you and get the ticket that day? So I said, no, you can't. You can get it before, so I don't have to worry about all that extra stuff. He said the graduation at 6. What time y'all gonna be there? It's by my mother's house. He said, I was coming to get it. She never answered. I didn't know she ain't have a phone. So then I called because I wanted to just communicate and, you know, give him the opportunity. Now, he was only given the opportunity to come because, one, Bree's stepdad couldn't be there. He couldn't get off. And it was sad because we wouldn't have went through this if he was able to come. But fast forward, I called, he didn't answer. So then I texted him and said, I was just letting you know, if you plan on coming, you need to get the ticket in advance. I don't want that to be your excuse. So again, let me know when you can pick it up before the graduation from Bree. So he said, excuse? Girl, why wouldn't I make her graduation? Give her a phone back, and I can let you know when I can get it. Is she home? Can I come get the ticket? I'm right here. Hello? I'll have to come Saturday. I'm going from here. I guess he's saying he's gone from here, okay? So I said, whenever you're ready to come get it, hit my phone because she don't have a phone and she's not getting it back. Or you could come after she get out of school. She's not going to have her phone, so don't text it. You can come anytime after 3:20. Hit my phone if you want to be sure she's home. So he said, okay. So never heard back from him. But then Friday, I was dropping my youngest daughter off to her uncle's house on her dad's side. So Bree decided, Mom, can I, give the ticket to my dad? So I said, yeah. She said, we going by Tosin, so maybe he can meet me there. She called him. She let him know we were on our way. And he lived rather close. I'm like 27 minutes away. So we meet up with him. And when we get there, he had me waiting. I didn't want to wait. I was very impatient. So I kept time going. I told him, I said, we're going to be around 1 in 22 minutes. He said, all right. Then he said, you close? So I said, 3 minutes away. So he said, I'm driving down now. So said, okay. Waited 5 minutes. He never showed. So then I said to him, hey, Bree, let your father know that we about to be leaving because I can't wait no longer. I'm not about to wait. He been knew he was coming. Why is he playing games? So I had to end up driving off, but then he really made his way to come get the ticket. He had to meet me at the nearest corner because I was on my way home. So he got the ticket, and this is the ticket. It's a little messed up, but this is the ticket. Here you have the date, the time, and the location. Right here on the front. You don't have to flip it over, nothing. The date, the time, and everything is right here. Handed him the ticket and proceeded to leave. This is Friday, the 10th. The graduation is on June 14th. So this is 4 days before the graduation. Okay, so I left, gave him the ticket. I did my part. I even went out of my way to do my part, to give him the ticket in advance so we had no problems. Fast forward to the graduation. I'm sorry I'm taking a long time because I'm trying to eat this and talk to y'all and then hurry up and get back in the house. Fast forward to the graduation. It was hectic. One, I had to do baby girl hair. And I'm trying to stop putting so much fake hair in her hair. Stop doing so much stuff. So it was like hard. We were running around the day of. The graduation started at 6, thank God. But Bree was a little emotional. I was all over the place. My anxiety was just through the roof. And she said to me, Mom, can I call my father to remind him of my graduation? Not gonna lie. I got upset at first. And I told her, absolutely not. You don't have to call or remind him. 1, you sent messages. 2, he have the card with all the information on it. But that was me and my feelings. So I came back later on and said, you know what, Bree? If it's going to make you feel better and you think he need a reminder, you can call him. So she said, no, I don't want to call him. So then an hour went by. I'm doing her hair. We talking. And I said to her, do you think your dad is going to show? She said, I don't know. I hope he do. Now, this is her 8th grade graduation. He missed her 5th grade graduation for a crazy reason. He was on vacation with one of his side pieces. Whatever. I don't want to be messy, but I'm just trying to tell you guys. So she said, I don't know. I hope he come. So I said, okay, well, if it make you feel better, maybe if you want, you can go ahead and call him. So she said, no, I don't want to call him. He got the ticket. You right. Bye, bye, bye. So we running late to the graduation because it was just so much going on. Had to find a babysitter for the kids. I mean, it was so much going on. I'm overwhelmed. I'm yelling. I'm doing her toes. I'm doing it all. And at this point, my husband at work. It's literally just me and Bree, and we all over the place. She got anxiety, I got anxiety. She worked up, I'm worked up. But I tried to calm it down because it was a big day and I didn't want to put too much pressure on her. But I'm under pressure. I'm all over the place. So, get to the graduation. Mind you, we were running late. Not running late, they just needed her early. But she ended up being on time and not early. So she just had to get straight in line and do what she needed to do. So we at the graduation, y'all. I lie to you not, I'm not making this up. And I happened to sit in back of Breeshawn like 6 rows back. So I'm sitting behind her. And I'm watching her body language or whatever. At the moment, I'm texting my husband. And he like, let me talk to Bree. Because he wanted to, he didn't want to interrupt us. Because we worked so well together. He knew that I was in a frantic. And I couldn't talk to him right away. So he called to congratulate her and everything. But Bree was already in the back. So I was telling him like, I haven't heard from the father. I don't know if he's going to show. So he's so understanding. He is always so positive. He said, don't worry, just give him some time. So I'm looking at Bree, and Bree is turned around the whole time looking for her dad. You know how you look out for the person. So then I see her lips. I read her lips, and she said to her friend, my dad is not here. So at this point, my heart is racing, and I circled to her, turn around, stop worrying, it's your day. So she turned around, but my baby is still looking like she looking. So the graduation 3 hours. I stopped worrying about it. If he showed, he showed. I'm praying that he showed. So after the graduation, I had stopped worrying so much. I was so focused on the way my baby was walking in the hills, y'all, because she know I walk, that I just forgot all about it. So fast forward, we walking out, and Brishon said, Mom, he really didn't show. In that moment, all the calmness went away, and I just started, the way I talk to my daughter, we communicate, and I just went off. I said, Bree, I am so freaking angry right now. I'm so sorry. And I had to hold back my tears because I felt her pain, but she still smiled through it, and she went on and she took a few pictures with a few of her friends real briefly. She ran to the car and she left. She left out after taking her pictures, and then her friends was like, they going out to eat. So she said she wanted to go out to eat. So I said, okay, no problem. So when we get in the car, it's an awkward silence, and my baby mood is just off. So I get to apologizing to her because, one, she didn't choose her dad. I did. I was 16 and pregnant, 17 when I had her. Foolish, not knowing. I should have chose a better father for her. She deserved a better father. She did not deserve to go through what she went through. So I apologize. But in that moment, I got emotional, and I hate that I got emotional because I sent out a really nasty text message to her father, a voice message, right? And I'm raw, and I'm honest, and I'm open, and I'm going to share it with y'all because at that moment, I was vulnerable, and I felt my daughter's pain. So this is what I said to her father. Stupid, dumb piece of shit, and I hate you with a passion. You got my daughter crying on her special day. If you wasn't going to show up, you should have got the ticket. You can die for all I give a fuck. I swear to God, you are no longer affected in my daughter's life. Don't call her. Don't check for her. You are dead. You no good, trifling son of a bitch. I hate you. You ain't shit and ain't gonna never be shit. The way you do my daughter, she don't deserve it. Now, I'm mad. I let my emotions get the best of me. And I'm mad that I gave it that much energy. But to feel my child hurt, that's all I can say. That's all I can do. And that was at 8:41 p.m. So her dad said he didn't, I can't hear this message, baby girl. So then I didn't even text back. I just was like, I'm gonna leave it alone. We going out to eat. We gonna enjoy ourselves. This is what the response I got back.
Yo, for one, I thought the graduation was tomorrow. So I'm about going around buying all this shit for tomorrow. I'm thinking that shit was Wednesday. That's what the fuck I thought it was, Wednesday. But all this shit you say, oh, stop playing with me, yo. If I come shoot your fucking house up. Stop fucking playing with me, bitch. Who the fuck you think you talking to? I don't know who the fuck you think I am or who the fuck you think you playing with. But I will come to your house right now, shoot that bitch the fuck up. Stop playing with me. What the fuck is wrong with you? I thought that shit was tomorrow. That's some fucking bullshit, bro. If you wouldn't have took her fucking phone from her, me and her could have been communicating. I thought the shit was Wednesday. I thought the fucking graduation was Wednesday. The fuck? You wouldn't have took her fucking phone if you knew the shit was the day and you was there and didn't see me. You could have sent a text or anything. Or you still coming to anything, so I would have known that the shit wasn't tomorrow. The fuck you gonna text me afterwards? What type of shit is that? Swear, yo, I hate people like you, bro. I hate it. That's why people like you always getting killed, bro. If you knew the graduation was the day and I wasn't there, you should have sent the, oh, you still coming? Is you coming? The fuck? I'm thinking that shit tomorrow. I'm around buying balloons and getting gifts and shit, and that shit today. You knew I wasn't there. You ain't say nothing. You want to wait till after so you can have something to say. Like clown ass shit.
Baby, save all those excuses for your mother, because you are the true definition of a deadbeat. You got the ticket, what's the day? Wednesday? Today, Tuesday. So you got the tickets 4 days ago. If you was that concerned, I don't have to remind you to go party at nobody's club. I don't have to remind you to do all this other stuff that you're doing. You need the people involved in your child life. It's not my job to tell you anything. I met up with you to give you the card, the ticket, which I didn't have to do. You need to take responsibility and be a better father, but you are ex of life. You won't even know that you sent this message, so you don't have to worry about that. But same that for your mother or somebody else that cares. Do better, because it's sad. It's very, very sad. I don't have to remind you. You had the whole ticket in your hand, so what you didn't look at the ticket? You gotta do better. You have to do better. I don't know how you sleep with yourself at night or whatever, but you sending that message don't mean nothing. It just exposes the deadbeat that you are. I hope you feel good that you hurt your daughter on her graduation day. She wanted to call you. She said she was gonna call you, but then she said she didn't call you because you had the ticket. It's not her job to keep checking them. It's not. You need to be a better man in her life. But don't worry about it. You're done. You're finished. We have nothing to say to you. Nothing.
Yo, what the fuck is you talking about? It's not her job to keep checking up on me. I used to talk to Brishawn every fucking day, every morning. Your dumbass wanna take her fucking phone. That's your fucking fault. You took her phone. So how the fuck can I get in touch with her if you take her fucking phone? You sound like a dumbass bitch talking about saying something for your mother. Yo, shut the fuck up before I had you fucked up. Real shit. Stop playing with me, bro. I'm just getting sick of your shit. Stop fucking playing with me. The fuck is you talking about? Like I said, I had the fucking days mixed up. I'm fucking running around getting her gifts, buying her roses and all this shit, thinking this shit was tomorrow. If you was a motherfucking concerned mother, if you fucking cared, like I said, and you was at the graduation, seen I wasn't there, what the fuck do a text message her saying, are you still coming? I'm here, the graduation ready start, where you at? You been doing that shit, why the fuck you couldn't just do that? The fuck are you talking about? Like I said, you one of them clout chasing ass bitches who always want something to say or something to talk about. That's the type of person you is. Stop playing me before I have somebody come to your fucking house and fuck you up. Real shit. The fuck is you talking about?
Now, that got a little wild. As you see, I ain't respond no more. Take ownership for the first message I sent. But again, I was vulnerable. I was hurt. And I was sad for my daughter. But not one time in that moment. Now, today is the 16th. Well, 17th now. Because it's 12 a.m. Have he called to apologize? Not one time did he stop past and bring the gifts that he said he was out running getting. Not one time did he take ownership. And I ain't playing a blame game, but when I met up with him to give him the ticket, I did everything the right way so that I can make sure I did my part and I don't have to take the blame. Because a lot of fathers that are sorry piece of crap, they like to blame things on their mother. So I did everything that I could do to make sure I did my part. Because my daughter is deserving of her mom and her dad being at her graduation. No parent have more rights than the other. No parent should be responsible for doing more than the other. It is a mother and father job to show up and support a child. Fathers, y'all got to stop hurting these daughters the way y'all do. So we went out there for the graduation. Like I said, she got in the car. She broke down. I got vulnerable. I cussed and fussed them out. And we went out. We got home at 11:30. And, her friends and I were able to make her smile. But when we got home, reality set in. I didn't want to bombard my daughter and make her talk. So she sat on the couch. She listened to all this sad music and fell asleep. The next day, she went to school after graduating because they can still go to school. And when she came home, I didn't talk about it. I just asked her, was she okay? Then I asked her, was she going to talk to him? She said, no, she don't want to talk to him. So I left it alone because she still, to me, didn't process what happened. To me, she was angry and she didn't want to talk about it. So I didn't suffocate her or smother her to make her talk. So today, June the 16th, 2 days later, we sat at the dinner table and I talked to her. And I was asking her, was it okay if I share this with you guys? And she said yes, but she didn't want to be a part of it. I asked her, when is she going to face him? And she said she don't want to, because she know he's going to do the same thing he's been doing, apologize and make it seem like it was my fault, and then he was going to say he'll take her out. But she said, why didn't he still call and congratulate me yet? Why didn't he? And I got her phone. I got my phone, and I'm going to be real with y'all. He haven't text. Only text messages he did was those nasty messages that he sent me. She asked, when is he going to do right? Do you think his mother know? You think his sisters know? You think his family know? And it's funny because that was my thought process too. But to me, I'm a very open book. The mother probably know. The sisters probably know. The whole family probably know. But that is nobody's job to make her dad be a dad but him. We can't force him. Neither can they. And I used to be angry over the family and all that, but they got their own problems that they're going through. So I didn't say anything. But then she said, well, they probably know, but they not gonna say nothing to my father anyway if he did. So I said, don't worry, that's not the problem. We just need to figure out when he's going to face you. So she said, I don't want him to face me because he's going to lie about it, and she don't want to have to talk about it. So I said, okay, I understand. I can understand that. So after all of that, we sat and we talked or whatever, but I gotta shout out my husband one time because Bree was crying, I was crying, we was in a really, 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 really bad place. And in the moment of that all, he called and he said to her, I'm so sorry I couldn't be there. If I was there, this wouldn't happen. I'm gonna make it up to you, but this is your day, stop crying. On the other end of the phone, it sounded like he was crying too, and that's another man hurting because he's witnessing his stepdaughter hurting from her father. That's deep if y'all understood what I just said. He didn't bash him. He didn't do none of that. He just stepped in and said what he said. And that was that. We pulled ourselves together, but we still was sad. So again, today we talked about it, and Bree, like, she don't want to face it. And then she told me she don't want to talk about it because if y'all saw in the last video about us talking about trauma a few months ago, some of her trauma stemmed from her dad. And this is a traumatic experience. You missed my 5th grade graduation. Now my 8th grade graduation. And I did everything that I was supposed to do to make sure that you were there. And you still didn't show. That hurt. So, trauma knocking at her door again. So I had to put my emotions and my feelings aside and stop talking. Because I say I'm raw. Look, I'm giving it to y'all. I was saying some things, but I had to think, like, she's still hurting right now, but she got her big girl panties on. So her process, the way she processed things, I got to work with her. So she told me, you could talk about it, Ma, but I don't want to talk about it. And she also said she don't want to face him because she know, I guess she still, girls love their dad. I don't care what they do. And she don't want him to have a sorry story and, try to win her over. She said he'll push over. He going to shove himself on her. So she can't handle that right now. So my whole thing is, what do you do now? How do you go and fix something like this? Me completely, I just want him to be gone. I don't want him in her life. I don't want him, but it's not my decision. How long does it take? What can be the excuse? I had some friends ask me, why didn't you let her reach out to him to remind him? That hurt my feelings because I don't want my daughter thinking she got to remind her man when she do get a man about her important birthdays, her important things in her life. As your man, you supposed to know. As a father, you supposed to know, because I didn't get a reminder. No, I'm not bitter when I say this, but we got to stop cutting these fathers slack, especially the ones that can do and go and turn up and do things like that. It's not my job to remind you. And I go out my way to give you a ticket, and all you can do is be nasty to me the way you did. I can't respect that. Take ownership. Do better. You have 8 kids. 8. My daughter is the oldest, and she get the shit end of the stick. But that's okay, because she gonna be something. And mama going to say, that's me. Whenever I do something, I don't do it to brag, but I say, I make it be known. I did that. At her graduation, she wanted flowers. She was asking me, you think my dad gonna bring flowers? Because it was just me, I couldn't go out and get her flowers. But I saw the lady outside selling graduation teddy bears and all that. I got her that. We went out to eat with her friends. We didn't get home till 12 midnight. I did that for her because I wanted to make her sad day a happy day, and she had a good day afterwards. I'm not throwing this up in her face, but I do want to talk to her and see what's going on with her, because I got to deal with that hurt. A mother's job is never done. Like, I came home, y'all, after her graduation, and I tore this cornstarch up. That's why I think it's a coping mechanism. I really do think it's a coping mechanism. But I just want to say this to any young girl who is going through anything with a father and someone, you may have a stepdad. Love that stepdad. No, he's not your biological father. But if they step up and they do more than what you're getting from your father, stop accepting the bare minimum. Because you don't deserve that hurt. That hurt as a child, and if you keep allowing it, turns into an angry adult who just settle for anything. My daughter told me, Ma, I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to discuss it, because if I talk about it, I'm going to get angry and I'm going to be upset with you and everybody else. So I just don't want to talk about it. That's not okay. That's not okay. That's not okay, because hurt people, and they explode after a while, holding things in. So if anybody can relate or had a similar situation where the child was constantly being hurt by their father, stay in that child's ear. Don't be negative about it. Tell them the real. I had to share it with my daughter. Me and my father, we good now. But for a long time, I held back and I didn't talk to him about how I felt, and I held things in. I'm 31. When I was 27, I let it out to my father, things that I held in as a little child, and it was very disrespectful, but I got it off my chest, and I felt so much better. So I try to tell my daughter, tell him, but when you don't get a response, when you tell someone and you still don't get that closure, and it's repeated behavior, you shut down, because it's like, why am I even going to talk about it? But then you also build that wall, and you hold that heart, that you hold all of that negative energy, and you hurt. Let it out. My mother gave my daughter a good piece of advice. She told her, if you don't want to talk to him and he's not going to listen, write it down on a piece of paper. If you're scared somebody going to read it, you read it out loud to yourself, and then you burn it. Y'all got to start coping with it, y'all, because it's going to be bad. Now, we had this conversation today, and her eyes was watery. She still sad, and I can't take that away, because I'm a mother, not a father. Daughters love their father. But I just want to say to y'all, stop hurting these kids. Stop hurting these kids. Stop hurting these kids. Show up. If you can do everything that doesn't require labor, and you can go out and have fun and enjoyment for better good and pleasure, be there for when it matters the most. I'm sad I didn't choose a better father for my daughter. And I'm not here to bash, because he wasn't always like that. And it hurt me to see how she's treated now. Up until she was 2, he was good. Then he just changed, but this is not okay. You cannot keep hurting this girl like that. If I had my way, I would just make him stay away all forever and ever. But that's her decision, and I can't make that for her. But mothers, talk to your daughters about hurt. Fathers, be there for your children. It is not a mother full responsibility. And I'm sorry y'all let y'all in on all that. And like I said, this is not to be messy or none of that. But we got to put an end to it. When I post my daughter crying, I had over 58 DMs the next morning with people saying they can relate. With grown adults who experienced that as a child and they still could feel her hurt. That's not okay. Gotta break them cycles. It's okay to talk about it. It's okay if people judge you. But a lot of people been through it. And I'm going to speak on it because I never had to step forward. And I told Bree, I might have failed you by who I made the choice to decide to have a baby with. But you got a second chance. Most girls just don't have a father. You got a second chance. And you have a father figure. Use him to the best of your ability, especially when they want to be used. I ain't here to gloat or boast and brag, but Bree have a phenomenal stepfather, and she love him to death. Love him to death. But that still don't make up for the lack of love that she get from her father. She want both. But I had to let her know, some people just have that hurt and void from their father, and they don't even get a second chance with a stepfather. So sometimes you gotta love on who's loving on you. And I'm gonna leave y'all at that because I didn't even want this video to be that long, but start talking about it. Because you're not the only person going through that. And I'm better. I know I sent that message out. I was hurting and I was vulnerable, and I'm mad I gave him that, but I'm not going to no longer be blamed for nothing. Because I'm not bitter. I'm happy. And I do a lot for my girl. She's blessed. Blessed. But I hate to see if I was a mother out here struggling and I didn't have my backbone. I didn't have my husband. I didn't have my family. Me and my daughter would be lonely souls. So to somebody who might not have nobody else to lean on, it get better. But talk to your children. Mothers raising these men, these boys to be men, don't uplift them when they doing wrong. Because it's an innocent soul, an innocent child that's being hurt at the end of the day. Yo, this the Royal family, and I'm sorry to get personal, and I'm okay. But we gotta stop being embarrassed, because everybody got a story. So like I said, if anybody can relate, if this hit home for you, feel free to like, share, comment, but definitely subscribe, because I'm just giving daily raw content on behind the scenes of my daily living. And I'm sure a lot of you can relate. Comment, talk to me, give me advice. I'm here for it. I appreciate you all for watching.